Mm-hmm. The door was never locked, just swollen in the frame from years of rain. Paint peeling at the latch, key still warm in the bowl by the lamp. You left your coat on the back of the chair, sleeves folded over like waiting hands. Half a glass leaning on a ring of dust, lipstick print gone soft at the rim. The hallway kept its breath, one bulb humming over crooked shoes. Mail curled on the mat, dates out of order, window shade tilting toward the alley glow. I pressed my thumb to the brass, it gave like it was glad to see me inside once, then listened. Floorboards counted every step, your laughter still lived in the cushions. Faint as perfume in the seams, ash in the tray like a small gray garden. Filters pointing where your mouth once was. On the fridge, a list in your quick, sharp hand. Milk, lemon, something crossed out hard. A magnet holding up a crooked sky. Two figures blurred at the edge of the frame. The clock in the kitchen was certain of itself. Hands dragging midnight in slow, tight circles. Its tick kept stepping into my silence. Heel toe down the tiles. A bedroom door waited half open, draft pushing secrets back and forth. Your book on the pillow, face down mid-sentence, page folded where you promised to return. I moved your hairbrush to see the outline it left, dustless, exact the shape of staying. Every bristle collecting what didn't have time to fall. Every tooth holding a strand of yesterday by the sink. A plate with one fork resting, two coffee cups rinsed, not dried. Water spots spreading like white excuses. Sponge stiff in its little yellow sleep. I opened the pantry just to hear something move. Cans rattled like polite applause. Your favorite jar sat in the same back corner, label curling still unbroken. In the mirror my face arrived late, edges smudged by the hallway light. Your voice almost climbed through my mouth and thought better of the idea. The door was never locked. We both knew that when you walked away, you said nothing about keys or chains or bolts, just glanced once at the frame, then the street. Now my coat hangs beside your sleeves, touching two empty shapes, keeping each other's place. The night leans in through the open crack and waits like I do for footsteps that learned another route. I didn't expect the quiet, the way it sat down in your empty chair, folded its hands, waited. Your cup, cold ring on the table, lipstick clips, still there, tilted, like it listened. The fridge clicks, then gives up, even the pipes are careful Tiptoeing under the floorboards, I hear my own breath like it belongs to someone else who stayed. I thought the night would argue with me, slam a door, rattle a window, say your name by accident. Instead, the air just thickened slow as honey over a sink full of plates we didn't wash. I talked to the coat you left, ask if it knew you were leaving, if the sleeve twitched when you reached for the keys. The coat stares at the wall, takes my questions like more dust. Your side of the bed has a memory pressed into the mattress, a shallow country I can't visit, passports revoked. I lie crosswise, a diagonal guest in my own room, counting the ceiling cracks like excuses. The radio glows, no sound, a red eye awake with me, refusing to speak first. I almost turn it on, then don't, afraid of a song that knows too much. Find a hair on my sleeve, long, dark, a small sentence you forgot to finish. I read it again and again as if it might change its ending. I practice your laugh under my breath, it comes out wrong, too sharp, too short, like a match that won't catch. The quiet approves, nods, moves closer, sits beside me on the couch. I thought heartbreak would be louder, breaking glass, raised voices, sirens, something bright. But it's the click of the bathroom light, the sigh of the door when it shuts itself all the way. I wonder if the neighbors notice the missing music from our wall, the way the floor doesn't pulse at midnight. Do they think we fell asleep or fell apart or just fell? Your toothbrush stands at attention, blue bristles waiting for orders from a mouth that resigned. I turn it toward the mirror so it doesn't have to stare at mine. I didn't expect the quiet to be this crowded, every corner occupied by something. You forgot to take a receipt, a joke, your last almost apology. I open the window, let the street murmur in tires on wet pavement, a late laugh, a distant dog doing its best impression of a siren. The room doesn't soften, it just learns another kind of silence. I try on your name in my mouth, no vowels, just consonants, bones instead of breath. It feels heavier, spoken alone, like a suitcase with one wheel gone. Somewhere you're filling a new closet with old habits, stacking your shirts into fresh drawers, teaching new walls the sound of your sleep. Here, the lamp flickers once decides to stay. I leave it on for the ghosts that are only memories walking home. I didn't expect the quiet to answer back, but it does in small ways. A page turning in a closed book, my own voice saying enough and meaning nothing yet. when your glass was still mostly ice, and that story you tell hadn't reached the ending you always soften. I meant to grab my coat the first time you said my name like you weren't sure you had it right. I kept tracing circles on the rim, watching the lemon peel go slack, listening for my own voice to argue with me. The door was right there, glowing a little like a quiet dare, like a way out I could almost remember wanting. Your tie was crooked, you didn't fix it, I didn't either. I just stared at the knot thinking it looked like us. You laughed at something I didn't catch, and I smiled too late. Felt the moment hit the floor. You touched my wrist to check the time. My pulse jumped, tripped, sat down again like a tired dog. I meant to leave earlier, back when the band was still packing up cases, clicking shut, and the bartender still believed we were strangers. You asked if I was cold, I thought of all the winters I walked home alone, keys between my fingers, practicing answers to questions you never asked. I watched your lips wrap around apologies you never quite pronounced, little ghost stuck to your teeth. My cab app glowed in my hand, route drawn like a clean escape. I kept swiping it away like a gnat, like a thought I'd regret admitting. The clock over the bar lost a minute, then another. I followed each red second like it might finally push me up. You said stay till the rain eases. I hadn't noticed it had started somewhere. A car passed, or maybe that was just what leaving would have sounded like. My chair had learned my shape, the leather side. Each time I shifted, then settled like it knew I was kidding. I pictured the street, wet, empty, that long black question waiting outside, the way my name would echo off closed shop windows if I tried it alone. I meant to leave earlier, before your hand found the small of my back, before my body answered, before my mouth didn't. The bill came folded, neat little ending. You drew a line, I watched the ink shake at the tail, like it too wanted to walk away from your name. You asked, are you sure? And I thought of everything I've ever been sure of that never saved me. The lights dimmed a fraction more, or maybe I just sank into the shadow between your shoulder and the door. I meant to leave earlier, I really did, back when it would have hurt less, back when it would have been choice instead of habit. Your coat ended up on shoulders smelled like the day you moved in. Boxes and coffee and that cheap cologne we pretended to like. I stood up halfway, your eyes lifted just enough to catch the thought before it became motion. My chair gave a small apology. The table remembered our wrists. The room held its breath. The night didn't end. I just sat back down, said it's late, and let the rest of the sentence fall between us. And stay. Lamp buzzing in the corner, coat still on the chair, your glass, half moon of lipstick and hair. I talk to the tilted picture like it might talk back in time. Tell it I'm fine, I'm better. Hear the crack inside the line. Ashtray full of maybe messages I never sent. Your name pinned to my tongue like a scent. I list the ways I'm over you, alphabet of alibis. Each one softer than the last one, still they rattle when I try. I practice being honest in the windows, blackened frame. Mouth the truth, but it lands with your name. Say I don't wait for footsteps, say I don't watch the door. The floorboard where you used to stand answers gently like before. I swear I'm not rehearsing, I'm just talking to the room. Tell the dark you were gone too soon. Say it didn't cut me open, say I barely felt the knife. And in the hush between those words, I heard myself lie. I saw your name light up my screen, while the kettle screamed and the hallway hummed with nothing. You were probably half from one shoe off, leaning on that cracked white wall. I watched it ring out, watched it die. Little rectangle sunset right there in my hand. I almost said your name into an empty kitchen just to see if anything changed. I knew you'd had that long drive home, rain pushing your old wipers too hard. Knew the way you talk when you're tired, how your voice drops like it's sitting on the floor. I made excuses, lined them up like bottles behind the sink. Told myself you'd be better telling those same stories to someone who still laughs. There's a coat of yours on my chair, picking up every bit of dust. Coffee ring by your elbows, ghost on the table I still won't wipe clean. I listened to the fridge click on, click off like it was trying to start a sentence. You were 5 miles, maybe less, talking into whatever night you got. You'll say you understand that life gets loud, that sleep comes first, that it's all okay. You're kind light. You hand people exits they didn't earn. I'll nod at a message bubble, watching it appear then disappear. And I'll type was just about to call, then delete it letter by letter. The sky outside went from ink to something thinner. I lost track of when my phone face down on the table, still warm from what I didn't do. Somewhere you hung up on nothing, set your alarm, closed your eyes. I didn't call you back and I don't have a reason that sounds like the truth. The lamp was still on, shade tilted, throwing that crooked halo across an empty chair. Ashtray, clean glass on the windowsill, sweating, clock hands stuck in somebody else's midnight. I stood in the doorway, coat half off my shoulder, listening for echoes that never learned my name. Your book on the table, spine cracked open, same page folded at the word you never said. Cold lipstick on porcelain, prints like quiet fingerprints, a ring from your your drink, ghost in the grain in the wood. I touched the switch, felt the heat in the metal, like it remembered how your fingers used to lie. Downstairs a taxi coughed, then thought better of waiting. Footsteps started a rumor, then changed its mind on the stairs. Curtain barely breathing, streetlight flirting with the blinds. Every line on the wallpaper, learning to keep a secret. You must have left in a hurry, or you never really left. Only your shadow knows which one of us is right. Through the silence, a tired little witness to the scene we never played. Coat on the rack, facing the corner like a child. Keys on the dresser, arranged in your old alibi. I sat on the edge of the bed, shoes still tied, heart untied. Told you everything, to the shape of your empty sideboard. Humming in a minor, throwing questions against the wall. Each one softer, each one harder to ignore. I could reach up, end it, let the dark finish its drink. Let the room forget how you spelled my name in light. But my hand stayed in my lap, tracing circles on my skirt, waiting for the click of a door that never learns. The lamp was still on, room breathing someone else's air, and I watched the shadows move till I couldn't say who left first. The curtain didn't move, not for the truck on the corner, not for the neighbor's laugh spilling, not for my hand on the glass. The room forgot its echo, held its own breath. Every word you left here, folded into the drywall, rough and pale. The socket on the wall stared back, empty as a mouth mid-sentence. One dim bulb humming under its breath, afraid to burn out, afraid to burn bright. The floor remembered your weight, groaned in the same old spot. I stepped there barefoot, careful, trying not to wake it. No coat on the hook by the door, just the outline in the dust, a crescent of darker paint where the collar used to rest. No chair at my shoulder, only that square of lighter wood. Years of you sanded into it, carried somewhere I can't picture. Outside a car door slammed once, then thought better of it. Its echo turned around in the hallway, but never came in far enough to matter. The clock ticked louder than a question, slower than an answer, hands pacing in circles, wearing a rut into the hour. I spoke your name toward the window, softly, so softly. The glass did not cloud, the curtain didn't move. A moth stuttered at the ceiling, tracing its own small prison. Its wings through broken shadows, too small to pass for footprints. On the counter, one cup, lip print gone to the sink some time ago. Only the faint ring of heat, a halo for something ordinary and lost. I sat where the chair should be, my knees pretending an armrest, my fingers folding into each other, an awkward private apology. Downstairs, someone turned on a faucet, water raced through the pipes. This building's tired veins carrying news that wasn't for me. The door chain hung loose, undecided, metal tongue tasting the night air. You could walk back in on any silence, nothing here would argue. The rug curled at one corner, like it wanted to leave just a little, just enough to see what I refused. The darker line under the door. I leaned close, closer, waiting for the fabric to confess, but the fold stayed sharp, obedient, and the curtain didn't move. That you drink, sweating on the table, little ring soaking through the wood. You watch the window like it's telling you a secret you used to tell me when the night was good. The fan clicks once somewhere over my shoulder. Your tie's still loose, like you meant to stay. I light one match, it dies before the paper. Guess even fire has run out of things to say. You stir the ice just to hear it moving. Tiny storm in a heavy glass. Your eyes slide past me, land on the bartender, same way they slide over all this past. My lipstick mark floats on the surface, half moon print tilted out of place. Funny, isn't it, how the smallest things remember what the bigger parts of us can't seem to face. over every last detail, names and dreams and the cost of both. Now every word feels like a loaded question, so we let them sit, stillborn in our throats. I trace the rim slow with one finger, circle, circle till the room leans in. Your shoulder twitches like you almost had a sentence. Then your hand goes back to your drink again. Outside the door, someone's laughing too loudly. Feels like it belongs to different lives. In here the light turns your face to an outline, a sketch a stranger might half recognize. The waiter comes, asks if we are finished. Your mouth says no before your eyes decide. I nod for both of us toward the sweating glass between us, left to slide or slide. You clear your throat, nothing follows after, just the clink of the spoon on tin. I almost reach for the hand that used to find me in the dark before the endings began. One last drop crawls down the crystal, meets the pool underneath the base. I watch it fall like a verdict in slow motion, hanging there between your face and my face. You said you had to go, fingers on your coat buttons, like you'd forgotten the order of leaving. The lamp hummed in the corner, yellow leaning into your cheekbones, catching the place your smile used to sit. You glanced at the clock like it had done you wrong, like it was lying for someone else's benefit. I asked if you'd be alright. You nodded at the floorboards as if they'd keep you company down the stairs. The window fogged, tiny ghosts of what you almost said. Your breath on the glass, then gone. You reached for your gloves, left one on the chair arm, beside the ring of your glass, sweat circling the wood. Your story stopped mid-sentence, hanging between our knees, both of us pretending we didn't notice it fall. You touched the back of the sofa, two absent strokes, as if you were smoothing down the day we met. Outside, some car coughed twice, then thought better of it. Even the streets seemed to hesitate on our behalf. You asked about my mother, I asked about your sleep. We traded small, careful pieces, like we were afraid of spending. Your eyes followed the hallway, but your body stayed. Half turned, half ready, like a suitcase never packed. Your laugh arrived late, too sharp, then gone, leaving a little echo above the doorway. You said we should talk when everything's quieter, as if quiet was coming like weather. Your hand found the switch plate, stopped just short, hovering there, inches from ending whatever this was. I watched the shadow of your wrist tremble on the painted wall, longer than I watched your actual face. You let your arm fall, still facing the door, murmured something polite to the empty hall. You stepped into your coat, shoulders swallowed by dark wool, suddenly older in the lamplight, or maybe I finally looked. Your shoes made careful sounds across the worn rug pattern, like they were trying not to wake the years in it. At the threshold you paused, said my name once, as if testing how it tasted. After everything we didn't say, the air between us thickened, dust motes turning slow, each one a little decision we never made. You opened the door a crack, let in hallway chill. The room shrank toward the bulb, clinging to its circle. I thought of all the things crumpled in my throat, letters I never wrote you, already yellow at the edges. Your collar brushed your jaw, you kept your eyes low, as if one more look up might undo months of trying. Your hand slipped from the knob, then found it again, like you were shaking hands with your own exit. You said I'll call, soft like a question. I didn't answer, so you didn't have to lie. The door closed behind you, gentle, practiced. It knew your back better than I did. I stood in the middle of the carpet, listened to the silence adjust its dress, settle into the corners where your voice had been. The shade threw crooked shadows across the framed photographs, making strangers' faces out of people we knew. The clock kept its opinion, clicking on the mantle, refusing to acknowledge how little time we'd used. Your chair stayed angled toward mine, conspiratorial. One glove abandoned, palm up, asking nothing. I could have crossed the room 3 steps, twirled the switch between my fingers, let the dark finish what we started. Instead I watched the light pool on the empty cushion, spill over onto the floor like it was waiting for you. Your glass left a circle, slowly drying at the rim, a quiet, perfect outline of your mouth had been. In the hallway your footsteps faded, then stopped. Or maybe I just stopped hearing them. At the bend in my thoughts, I leaned on the door, felt the leftover warmth. The lamp made a sound, barely there, a tight little throat clearing in the corner. No coat on the hook, closet yawning open, keys on the counter, face down like they're waiting, dust in the amber, slow parade. A smudge on the wall, shaped like a question. Tea gone cold, lipstick on porcelain. You check the time, then check it again. That faint little hum settles in my teeth like a line I forgot. Before the punchline, floorboard sighs under no one's weight. This room keeps breathing on my behalf. Street noise slips through the double glass, just enough to prove something's still out there. Lamp buzz grows when I turn the page. Words swim sideways, won't stay in their lanes. Your mug on the shelf, handle to the left, like you're walking, reach up, correct it. The fridge coughs once, thinks better of it. Silence folds back over its own crease. That halo on the table, too bright for this hour, throws my shadow long across only half the bed. I unplug the light, wait in the dark for the noise to stop or for something else to start. Your cup still on the table, lipstick on the rim, tea gone cold, like you meant to come back for it any minute. Your chair's pushed halfway in, like you just stood up to stretch. Said you'd be right back, left your scarf to They've cleared the plates, chalk the specials off the wall. Lights humming low, door locked hours ago. But your coat's still on the chair, sleeve brushing against the wood, like it's reaching for your hand. Your scent caught in the lining, a faded floral holding on. I smooth the color down, talk to it under my breath, ask if you missed your train or if you meant to miss me. Streetcars scrape past outside, spill a little dawn across the floor. Dust drifting in the beam, stopping just short of where you used to sit. The waiter stacking chairs, metal on tile. He nods toward your corner as if you're coming back. I say I think you paid. I slip my fingers in the pocket, find nothing. Not a note, only the warmth I thought I'd dream. I tell myself you're upstairs, checking your face in the mirror, fixing that one loose strand, practicing what you won't say. The key turns in the door, he says we're closing now. I stand, I should bring it to the counter. Your coat still hanging on the chair. You left the door not quite closed. Hair from the hallway curling in slow, lip print turning the color of dusk, your fingerprint sliding down the side like dust. The glass was still warm when I reached for it. Heat in the hollow where your hand had been. Condensation bleeding into the ring on the wood. A small bright bruise the table will keep. Steam on the surface, breathing its last. I press my thumb to the fading past. Your chair sat square, but the cushion rose, as if you just stood to answer a question. No coat on the hook, no chair pulled back, just that tempered circle, clouding and clear. The clock in the corner skipped a quiet beat, eyes in the the sink, softly giving in. I lift the rim to the tip of my mouth, catch the scent of your evening skin. It tastes like staying, it tastes like leaf, warm in the center, cooling at the edge. Outside a car door claps once, then hush. Headlights slide past, erase the walls. On the table, water settles into still. The place where you held it refuses to chill. Coat on the chair, keys in a crooked line by the sink. Lipstick print on a glass I didn't finish. Your questions still circling the room. You said it was late, said the trains would start thinning out soon. I stirred my drink just to hear something move. You watched my hands instead of my face. I laughed too quiet at a story that never earned a smile. You shifted closer as if to stretch the night. Your shadow folded over mine. I traced the rim, counted the chips I pretended not to see. You named the cities you'd leave tomorrow. I named none of the reasons I'd go. The window was dark, just our reflections arguing in glass. You tilted your head like you always do, and you already know how I'll answer. I mentioned the time, like a witness trying to change the scene. You brushed it off, said the clocks could wait. I let the silence agree for me. Your hand found my wrist, light as dust but heavier than truth. I felt each pulse announce itself like someone knocking on a locked door. You talked about trust, about chances that don't come around twice. I folded my legs underneath the chair, made myself smaller instead of honest. The ice had melted, water lines running down the side. You reached for the glass, not for my eyes. I thanked you as if you'd done me a favor. The hallway was long. When I finally stood, you stayed seated. Shoes in your hand, you asked where I'd sleep. I answered in a language made of maybe. Your shoulder was warm, pillow smelling faintly of your day. I counted the cracks in your bedroom ceiling, and each one held a choice I'd stepped around. Morning came early, light leaking in, catching every light. You brewed coffee, said my name like a habit. I stared at the door like an exit sign. You asked if I'd call, if we'd laugh about this some other week. I watched the steam rise between our mouths, took a sip I didn't want and stayed quiet. On the train back home, glass turned the city into loose streaks. My reflection looked older than last night. Lipstick gone, but the shape's still there. I dropped my keys twice, door stuck halfway, then gave in. Jacket on the same chair as yesterday, only my reasons had shifted. I washed that glass, the one with the print I'd left behind. Hot water, small circles, careful hands, stopped just before it came completely clean. The lamp hummed, shades half drawn, your coat on the chair, collar turned still warm. You stirred your drink, ice clinked once. You watched it melt, said anything but us. The clock kept going, soft little knocks on the side of my skull, on the edge of your thoughts. You asked about my work, I asked about your mother, both of us dodging the one word under all the others. Your knee brushed mine, you didn't move, neither did I. We both stayed smooth, the siren far off, faded too soon. You checked your watch like we could outrun the room. Steam on the window blurred out the street. I traced some shape you refused to read. You laughed too quietly at something small. Your hand found your keys, then didn't at all. The ice was water, your glass was clear. You said you should go, but you stayed right here. Tick after tick, the air grew thin, each second a door. We never walked in. You opened your mouth, closed it again. I finished your sentence with "It's fine, my friend." You nodded once, eyes on the floor, as if any word might split the boards. The clock kept going, hands dragging through. Whatever we were, whatever we knew, you reached for the light, thought better halfway, said call me sometime. I said yeah, okay. Your shadow left first, then you, then sound. The door clicked soft like it hated being loud. I sat with the ticking and the cooled off room, the lamp still humming, the glass still full of you. Midnight slid over right on cue. The clock kept going, I didn't move. Night leaned in, quiet, uninvited. Curtain breathing in and out, like it knew my name. Traffic sighed 3 floors down. Headlights crawled across the ceiling. A match flared on the opposite balcony, then disappeared into the wind. Bare feet on cold hardwood, dust tracing circles around the rug. Your glass a half moon on the table, water gone flat in the dark. The phone face down on the counter, its faint glow painting my wrist. I rehearsed the words I didn't send, mouth moving to an empty room. Outside someone laughed too loudly, sharp as a bottle on stone. Their echo thinned along the alley until it slipped under the sill. My sweater hung from the lampshade, one sleeve grazing the light switch. Shadows lengthened over the wallpaper, climbing where your hand once rested. I watched the curtain shiver, a stranger's perfume in the draught, carried from some place I'd forgotten, or maybe never knew. Somewhere a siren rose and fell, fading before it reached the street. The clock on the stove kept counting, though it didn't sound like time. I drew closer to the glass, breath clouding your reflection from last week. Finger following the line you traced there until it vanished into the frame. The radiator ticked and muttered, a low confession in the corner. I listened for your key in the hallway and heard only the night settling in. The chair faced the door, not the window, not the little frame print of the harbor in winter. Just the door, square on, like it expected news. Someone left a cup, half moon stain at the bottom, lipstick ghost on the rim, her shade of red too bright for a room this quiet. Coat on the peg, sleeves still shaped like arms that waved once, then forgot what for. Keys on the table, one long scratch in the chipped white paint, a crooked exclamation. The clock cleared its throat every second, careful, polite, trying not to intrude on whatever didn't happen here. I sat on the arm, never the seat, didn't feel right taking that place. Watched the hallway, spot where the light always fell short by a step, then gave up. There's a dent in the carpet where a heel dug in, stayed stubborn, stayed sure of something it believed. Longer than we did, you said I'll just be a minute. Years ago I think the air still holds the last word, minute, at the edge of its tongue. Outside someone laughed too loud for this floor, rattled the glass in the frame of the harbor in winter. Boats frozen in, still pretending they could move. The chair faced the door, patient as a witness, knows every shadow by name, knows the weight of a hand that almost reached the knob, then drifted back empty. I turn off the lamp, leave the hallway light on, so the outline stays visible. One straight back, four quiet legs arranged for arrival. The door clicks once soft, the room leans forward, the chair doesn't blink. The table stayed between us, two chipped cups, steam thinning like something giving up. You watched the window, I watched your hands. Shadows nodded on the wood where they used to land. The light was wrong for honesty, too soft, too kind. Every truth we almost said curled back, changed its mind. Your napkin folded into smaller and smaller squares. I counted corners instead of years. The sugar sat untouched, cold metal in that bowl. Your spoon traced slower lips around a leaving soul. I shifted in my silence, you shifted in your skin. Air growing heavier, each unspoken sin. Nothing spilled, nothing shattered, no raised voice, no scene. Just the faintest scent of citrus clinging where we'd been. You checked a cracked watch that never really worked. Said something about the weather, let the final meaning lurk. Outside, tire side on wet asphalt, headlights smeared the glass. Inside, the clock forgot its rhythm. Let the minutes pass. The table stayed between us, 4 legs sunk in the floor. A border drawn in oak we didn't cross anymore. Door half closed, my coat still on the chair. Your ashtray, 3 stubs, you quit last year. You asked, staying like it meant staying for good. I laughed into my glass, watched the ice stay solid. You kept checking the clock like it owed you an answer. I kept studying your hands, that tiny scar from a kitchen knife, the way you hid it inside your sleeve. The lamp hummed too bright for how quiet your questions were. You said you liked the rain, I said I liked an exit plan. Taxi up open, thumb on the screen, did impress, did impress. Your record stuck on the same soft crackle between tracks. You offered tea, I said sure, just to hear cups touch. Porcelain on wood, small collisions doing all our talking. You leaned in the doorway, not seductive, just tired. Asked happy like it was a borrowed word. I watched your mouth move before the sound came, and thought how long it takes for truth to reach the air. My phone buzzed once, face down, light bleeding under my palm. You didn't ask who, I didn't say why. You traced the window frame with a chip nail. Snow or ash or dust drifting, couldn't tell. I said I should go and waited for you to help me believe it. You said whenever, and the echo of that word sat between us like another person. Coat still on the chair, keys still in my bag, voice still in my throat. You turned off the lamp, left the kitchen light, a distant island down the hall. We stood in the doorway to nothing in particular. You asked, will you call? And I answered with a shrug. You chose to translate my hand, found the knob, cold metal honest against my skin. I stayed longer than I said. In the dark, you're breathing slow like a metronome, losing faith. Streetlight, no, just the fridge opening, closing. Somewhere behind you, my phone died face down. You didn't move, I didn't leave. Morning was an idea someone else had paid for.